Hey everyone. Yeah, it seems like I always make videos about different things. Pokemon Go update on my part in the game itself. Um, well, for those of you that were aware, the big deal with hitting level 40, um, I spent, well over a million Stardust, and I powered up a bunch of the perfect creatures that I had to the max. And the thousand candy challenge went excellent. It's a good thing I had a lot of that thousand candies sitting there because a lot of those perfect Pokemon, got all maxed out. I still got quite a few of them to max out. For those of you that are familiar with Pokemon Go, um, know that when you get to the max of your creatures, it can cost you at least like 10 to 12 candies each time you power it up. And it can cost you anywhere between 10 to 12,000 Stardust. So you're talking a lot of candies, talking a lot of Stardust. Yeah. Good news. My Mew that I caught, one of a kind. I've been dumping a lot of rare candies into it. I'm up to like 9, 10 candies at a time to power it up. It's not maxed yet, but it's getting there. My Mewtwo, got two of them. Uh, didn't get any shinies on those. Um, but they're right around 26, 2,700. So that's pretty decent. Um, a couple one, I didn't get a perfect on either one, Mew or Mewtwo. Um, I got really decent attacks and stats, but that was about it. Uh, Shiny Moltres got powered up again. Requires a lot of candy to do that. Um, yeah, I've been doing a lot of the candy stuff. Almost made it through all of first gen, first generation release for my perfect creatures that I had. Um, Most of them are already powered up to completion, to the point where you can't power them up anymore. I did start some of the stuff in the second gen. I've been kind of powering it up as I go along. Um it's amazing when I was looking at it for my perfect, simply amazing HP, attack, and defense, excellent stats. I was looking at that, and wow, there is quite a few of them. I even got doubles in like certain ones, like you wouldn't expect. Like Ponita had a couple. Well, Rapidash is what it is, but I had a couple of those that were perfect, and I didn't even know it. So I powered them up as high as I could. Um, but I had ran out of Stardust. See, it's kind of amazing, you know. It's kind of neat. You look at it and you're like, "Wow, I got millions of Stardust." Yeah, millions of Stardust goes by really quick when you get to level 40 and you're trying to max out your creatures, your best of best. And I tell you, it's a lot more to the game than I thought. I was disappointed. I went into a level 3 raid battle, and just it was very disheartening because it was a Raichu, and I almost took this thing out by myself. Okay, almost took it out by myself. I was so close. And I'm like, man, freaking 15 more seconds, a couple more hits on this thing, I would have killed it. What the heck, you know? Um, so I got a long ways to go. Um, yeah, you hit level 40, and you got to find ways to challenge yourself. That's become my way of challenging me, is to take the best of the best creatures I got, put them against these raid battles, and to try to take down these level 3 raids by myself. That's that's my goal. I hate to say it, and I'm not picking on anybody or their creatures or anything else, because there's a lot of powerful people out there with some really great creatures and stuff like that. But gym battles Gym battles just ain't a thing anymore. To battle a gym is, I think I've got like 50 some gold gyms in Sioux Falls. Uh, I don't really need to be doing this anymore for the gym battles. Most of the places I go, I spin, boom, it's got a gold in it. I get my extra items, so I really don't need to be battling it. I get into a few gyms. I get my 50 gold for the day. I'm good. It's I passed well past 45. I'm almost on 50, almost 50. I think I'm at 49 or 48,000 hours defending in gyms. Um, Man, 48,000 hours defending in a gym. It's amazing. I think that's probably longer than the game's even been out. But then again, there were days I had 20 gyms I was in just trying to get my gold because people were always taking me out. And it was like I had to be in 20 gyms just to get my 50 gold for the day. Um, I don't have to worry about that too much anymore. And I'm not even throwing in my powerful creatures. I mean, it was pretty pointless when I put in maxed out Blissey one time. And I don't know if I told you guys this story, but I had maxed out a Blissey and I threw it in the gym. And I sat there, I don't know, for like maybe 5, 10 minutes and was doing other stuff. And then I look and clicked on the gym, to spin it again. And I'm like, somebody attacking my Blissey? It's really low on motivation. So then I click into the gym and I'm watching it. And I could literally watch the motivation drop on this thing within a minute. It was just going down and down and down and down and down. And it just kept going down. And I'm like, holy smokes. It's like, why the hell did I, pardon the language, but what was the point of me maxing this thing out? So somebody else goes and I feed it a berry. Berry wasn't good enough. One single berry wasn't good enough to max it all the way out again. I give it another berry and another berry. Finally, it's completely maxed out again. I'm like, okay, 3 berries are maxed out. Good. Sat there again for another, I don't know, about 5, 10 minutes. Looked at it again and I'm like, man, this thing loses motivation like crazy. And I maxed out this Blissey. Well, it should stay a little bit better than that. This is a really good Blissey. But nope, it doesn't work, man. Throwing in your big creatures, you lose your motivation really fast. I'll tell you that. Another thing that I found kind of ironic too is I've and I know somebody maxed out this slacking and these Blissies and these other things, and I went up to a gym. I mean, just for the heck of it one night this past week, and this thing was full motivation. They were every creature in there was over 2,000. Some of them were over 3, and one of them was almost 4. So I know they were pretty close to maxed out. And I'm looking at it going, let's see if I can make it through the gym. And I did. First time I made it through, didn't lose a single creature. Second time made it through with one creature all the way through. Third time through, all the way through, one creature. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you those people are going to be a little upset. So after I did that one night, I was like, you know what? If I want to make this fair to these other players, I'm not going to start attacking these full motivated gyms because it's gonna dry people out if I start doing that and start putting them out of the game. And to be honest with you, if I'm in a gym, I want you to take me out. Okay, I do. There's no point for me sitting in the gym for weeks on end. Okay, you want to have a gym and you want to sit in there for weeks on end, be my guest. I got no problem with that. I don't get a bonus to my creature for taking you out of a gym. Okay, I don't. I could go around Sioux Falls and take out as many gyms as I wanted. But seriously, guys, what's the point? What's the point? You know how many hours it would take, really, for me to go around 100 and 148, I think, is what we got for a gym count in our town. 148 gyms in Sioux Falls. Okay. And take every one of them out and either leave it gray and put in the 20 of them. I mean, what would be the sense? And is it possible? Could I do it? Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely do it. I could do it by myself. I don't need to have 3 or 4 people going with me. Could I do it? Yeah. Probably take me a good part of a day. And yeah, I could definitely do it without a doubt. I mean, when I'm seeing, I went up to a 3,200 Blissey the other day, and because it was somebody that I've had run-ins with in the past, we'll just leave it at that. And yeah, I took that Blissey out real quick. Like, I didn't take me long at all. One person, one Blissey. So it's like, you know what? I'm trying to play fair still at level 40. Um, yeah, I tested the waters. Um, my thing is to try to get that level 3 raid. I mean, I've been hearing and seeing online that there's a lot of people that once they hit level 40 and they've gotten enough fast TMs and charge TMs on their creatures that they were actually able to take out level 3 one person going up against a raid level 3 and taking them out. That's where I want to be. Okay, I want to be the guy that's out there. Oh, look, it's a level 3. I need that creature. I'll battle it. Why not? That's the type of person I want to be. Take out gyms. Man, all I'm going to do is tick off about 6 different people. And if they're in 20 different gyms and I just took out the only 20 gyms they were in that day, they're going to be extremely angry. And I don't want to, and they might end up quitting. You take them out every minute of every day, and you just keep taking them out every time you see them. They're gonna get pissed off and quit. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to force anybody out of the game. I've done that before. I've discouraged people from playing, and then it becomes no fun. It's like a vendetta type thing. Some of you might be into that kind of thing. I'm not. It's supposed to be for fun, enjoyment, pass the time, hang out with your friends. Um, just it's a game. It's not reality. It's not life. You can make it part of your life, but it's still not your life. And I think a lot of times people take things that are, either in a joking manner or meant for entertainment purposes, like you make a joke or something, and they take it the wrong way. I don't know if it's mean that I'm insensitive about the way they think or way they feel, or if they're just overly sensitive. There's a fine line there, guys. Um, I don't really have any feelings when somebody's joking around with me or picking on me or saying things to me. Like you suck, Tony. I mean that kind of thing. I was like, I guess maybe I have enough self confidence about myself and who I am and what I do and what I'm capable of doing to where people can say what they want about me. They can go around behind my back. I don't care. They can say it to my face. I don't care. I actually got more respect for the people that say it to my face because, hey, one on one, I can handle that. You're talking to me. Great. At least you're not being a backstabber. You know, you're nice to my face and you stab me in the back. Those are the kind of people I kind of don't like. Um, and then they deny it when you confront them. Oh, what are you talking about? What? I didn't say that. Oh, well, then I guess you're calling so and so a liar. But that was my video today. Basically about people being either too sensitive or I'm not sensitive enough. I don't know. Um, Trying to be fair. Uh, Remember, like I've said, there's always a balance in life. There's a balance in life between work and play. There's times to be serious. There's times to joke around. Um there's a fine line between love and hate. You know, sometimes you can love the people you're around, but hate the way they act. You know, or certain little things they do make you angry. You know, or just rub you the wrong way, irritate you. You know, um, life is, in a nutshell, an experience in itself. Anybody that doesn't think that life is worth living means they have never lived it. You know, you can't always live in the moment. There's always got to be in your thought pattern, plans, and goals. You've got to think long term, even if it's just for 1 week, a month, or planning things out for a year. Heck, I've met people that plan things out for 5 to 10 years. You know, I made a commitment with my wife, prime example, till death do us part. Okay, that's a lifelong goal. That's a lifelong commitment. Um, do I look at it and go, "Oh, what am I going to do today?" No, I minute by minute. 21 years we've been married. Been together for 21 years. Okay, we have 7 beautiful children. Um, some of them have children of their own. You know, it's one of those things that you look at it and you realize that there is definitely a lot more to life. You can't take things way too serious, and there's some stuff you just can't let go either. You've got to pick your battles. Uh, you got to learn when is when to be serious, when to let things go, and when to have fun, when to joke around. Because at the end of the day, before you go to bed, doesn't matter who's in bed with you, doesn't matter who's in your house. When you go to bed at night, you still have to deal with yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy with anybody else. So you got to find the things that make you happy. You got to find the things that bring a smile to your face. You got to find the things that you appreciate that, I guess, a long story short, man, makes life worth living. Because I'll tell you, sometimes you're going to ask yourself, is it worth it? And if you don't have those things, if you don't have those reasons, if you don't have that drive and determination, it is so easy to say, why do I do this? Why do I put myself through this? I'm doing the exact same thing every day. And in all actuality, you're not. The same piece of paper you're writing on is not the same piece of paper you wrote on yesterday. They're not identical. They might look alike. The same thing you're typing on your computer isn't the exact same thing you were typing the day before. It might seem like it's the same because you're in the same program. In fact, it might even be to the same person. But you know what? It's still not the same. Okay, every day is a new day. Every minute is a new minute, and you have to find a way to enjoy it. That is my great words of wisdom for the day. And at level 40, Pokemon Go player Acid Attack Ash, I'm going to sign off for the night because you know what? Here it's getting cold, and it's going to get a lot colder.